We get a lot of questions about tuning and what to look for and what happens and stuff like that. So generally what happens on a carburetor, they usually get gummed up from gas and oil and a bunch of crap. This pilot jet is usually the first thing that plugs up because you can kind of see the small little holes there. I told you earlier to clean them to take a torch cleaning tool and just kind of shove it through the holes. Some guys think that you're going to grind them out or drill them out with a drill. It's not the case. All you're doing is cleaning a little bit of schmagma out of there. Don't grind them out. I mean, you don't want to make the holes bigger because then you're changing stuff. So just a little cleaning. You just have to stick a little, even a paper clip or something in there just to clean them out. Toothbrush, a brush is probably a better idea than something solid. But if they're full of green goop and shit, you got to kind of clean them out. So that's kind of the first thing. So most guys, what'll happen is won't idle. It'll load up. It just doesn't seem to want to go. It bogs really bad right off the get-go. Usually your pilot jet's kind of plugged up. Another thing that happens over time on a carburetor, these needles kind of wear a bit inside because there's all kinds of vibration inside of a motor, right? So what happens is these will wear on the inside of the needle jet and the needle jet hole gets bigger. So that changes your fueling as well, right? Over time, you're going to have to replace your needle or your needle jets. I mean, it's not a bad idea to replace them all if you can still get parts because the vibration does wear the brass away. The slides usually are pretty good. They usually come with a 1.5 or a 2.5 slide. You really don't have to change those a whole lot. What does happen though is that wears a little notch in the slide and that will sink a bit. So you just have to turn your idle up a little bit to fix that issue. Other than that, it's not that big of a deal, really. I mean, you clean them, you take them apart, make sure there's no schmagma in there, and put them back together, but do not use Loctite or any of that stuff. And then, of course, you've got your air screw. This little air screw right here. That also affects your idle, mostly your idle. You can try just turning that out another half a turn. On the newer sleds, not newer, let's say 90s, 2000s, they still have carburetors. The turns, I believe, are 1.5 turns from seating, so 1.5 turns out from being in all the way is usually your go-to setting. You can adjust it either or, back and forth, half a turn either way, quarter turn. You'll be able to tell if it's working or not. Your needle, I know somebody asked about the needle, the placement of the C-clip on top of the needle jet, sorry, not the jet, but just the needle. Generally, it goes in the middle. So if you're having overfueling issues or if it's loading up, it's boggy, blowing lots of blue smoke, you may want to take that C-clip and put it up one notch, which drops your needle into the needle jet, cutting off the fuel supply a little bit, right? Make sense? You're not getting any fuel. And then vice versa the other way. If you've got a hesitation or you're not getting any fuel on the bottom end, put that clip down one, so which lifts the needle, gives you a little more fuel. Your whole circuit in the carburetor then gets more fuel or less fuel. Generally, you don't have to touch it unless you're doing something, pipes, changing something to the motor, putting pods on, stuff like that. If you're going to change that kind of stuff, then you got to do some tuning. And like I said, they wear out. It's brass. And vibration is a killer to these things. So if you can replace the parts with new ones, if you can find new ones, which are getting kind of rare, I highly recommend just changing the parts rather than cleaning them. These are 46 by 48 mil oval board carburetors. They're race carburetors. They work really, really well. Also on the slides, you got to make sure the slides are opening all the way. So what I normally do is when the slide is in here, in your carburetor, I will pull on the throttle wide open. So this slide will be up, and then you want to take your finger and push it inside and just push up on it. You should have, there should be like 1/8 of an inch of play. So that should move up and tap into the cap about 1/4 inch. You should have a little bit of room there. That gets adjusted by the cap. There's some screws, set screws on the top of the cap. I'll show you here in a second. That adjusts this part. So you're wide open. It will have an effect on your idle as well, to a point. So you don't want to adjust it too much. Because if it doesn't open all the way, you're not going to get all your air through there. And then you won't get any performance. So then your needle's not coming up all the way either. So just a little tidbitty. Just make sure you check that when you're setting up your carburetors. And I'll go show you this over here. Set screws on top of the cap, which adjusts that. These are your set screws here. This adjusts how far up and down your slide goes at wide open throttle. So make sure that your slide is opening all the way and there's just a little bit of cushion in there. You don't want it hitting all the way or you're going to break your cable. So you want to have a little bit of cushion there. That's why I said stick your finger in there, push on it, make sure it bounces a little bit, and you'll be good to go. One great thing with this motor, and all the years I've had it, it starts usually on the first pull. It's loud, it's proud, and it makes a presence. Woo! Oh, that is sweet sounding. That is kind of some carburetor tuning in a nutshell. There's way more to it. Like I said earlier, if you have any questions or comments, please post them below. I'll get to them as soon as I can, try to explain a little bit more to you. So stay tuned for those, and hope to talk to you guys soon.